Hi, welcome to Jars, and this is Cian Cooking with Friends. Today I have my friend Connor.
Love that, thank you so much. Not an acquaintance, is a friend. We are creating a menu collectively for these guys to take home, eat. There's gonna be a box, bit of a cooked, bit of a not. You're gonna cook with us, and you're gonna experience Jar Jars without actually being here, because we can't wait to have you back. The first dish is by Cian.
We've got some Aphrodite halloumi. It's going to be sealed by yourself, served with broad beans, butter lettuce, mint, spring.
Absolutely delicious. I've had it, can vouch, is great. I'm doing a hilopites with some riglio, some shaved feta as our main pasta dish, and then also a little cocktail called the Czar side, which is going to be a take on a south side, mint, gin, mastica, lime, sugar syrup, super delicious. Can't wait for you all to have it.
Cocktail's great.
I'm going to explain how the box works because we're not making you do all the work. We're doing some of it and then you're going to finish off for us. You're essentially our sous chef to our head chef. So in the box, you're going to have all these beautiful ingredients, oregano, lemon, garlic. You're going to put that into the sauce for the hilopites. So you're actually making the sauce, but the hilopites pasta is done for you. Now, quick PSA before we get started.
Things you'll need. Frying pan, non-stick preferably. Pot of boiling water, some tongs, a mortar and pestle, and a small strainer.
Very important. And most importantly, the vibe of tonight, eat your entree with your cocktail, have your pasta after. There is no rules with this.
Can you just tell me a little bit about this pasta? I've cooked a little bit of pasta in my life, but I've never cooked this one.
The way that kind of came about was on MasterChef, we had a pasta challenge with Andreas Papadakis of Tipo 00.
Yep.
And we had a 75-minute challenge. I had the main dish and I wanted to do something that was close to home because Greeks aren't really known for their pasta, but I grew up on pasta.
Yep.
Now, the difference between hilopites and other pastas is a bit of the hydration is milk. So you have this really silky, smooth style pasta. It's almost on the way to a rice vermicelli, I find, in terms of cool and silkiness.
The texture is a lot more luxurious to what I'm used to, like having that full mouthfeel as opposed to just like a lot of grunt, as I find in like pappardelle, albeit a delicious pasta, is sometimes quite rustic.
Yes.
Having that richness really adds to what is a very light and vibrant sauce.
Definitely. Mortar and pestle, just like we did on the show.
Yep.
And we are going to add all the oregano and the garlic in.
Yep.
Lemon juice, anchovies, olive oil, salt and pepper. Now the thing with salt and pepper is at home, when you're making it, you have to do it to taste. So salt, add a bit more, see how you go, and at the end you have a bright green sauce. If it makes you feel better, it took me about 20 minutes to break this down on the show.
Is that good for salt?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So that's just maybe 2 pinches of?
Always start with 2 pinches and work your way up. There's a lot of lemon juice, so you can go quite hard on the salt. With the olive oil, cover the entire herbs. You want it really quite wet because when it hits the pasta, you want it to coat the whole thing properly.
So I reckon I put in maybe 70, 80 mils in there.
Yeah, it's looking about like a third of a cup. And then we're gonna add the lemon juice and lemon zest when you're ready, and then the anchovies, which are really important with sauces like this. Without anchovy, you don't have body in your verdes.
I was saying to you when you gave me this dish to try that I really like the way that you can be aggressive with lemon. Aggressive is the wrong word, but you can use lemon as a flavor as opposed to a lot of cuisine where you see lemon as a balancer.
Yes, for sure. I think lemon is actually underutilized as a flavor profile in a lot of cooking, and it's possibly why I went to it so many times, particularly because it not only holds flavor, but within itself is a flavor that amplifies everything else around it. So you can go heavy with lemon juice, like so.
So that's a whole lemon.
That's an attractive moment. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah, whole lemon. They're quality lemons as well.
Zest and juice.
Zest and juice. Always use the zest of your lemons. It's just so much oily flavor. And anchovies.
That's cool.
Gorgeous.
Sweet. See you in 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, you know what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna make a cocktail down the other end. Come on, mate. While Cian's on the sauce, I'm gonna put together our Shah side, which is a take on a south side using Greek ingredients. A south side is essentially gin, lime, and mint, all shaken in a cocktail and then strained. We're gonna add a little thing called mastica, which is a tree gum. It's got a really nice anisey flavor to it. And the only other difference is that you can do this with ice or you can strain it out as well. So we have 50 mils of gin. You can do 5 mils of the mastica. 30 mils of lime juice. And we're gonna leave that for a moment to do some important stuff like fill my glass of wine up. Once you've topped your wine up, you can now carry on. We're gonna add a fair bit of mint into the glasses. Give it a smack if you want to release the aromats. Add in your ice cubes. And we are going to shake very hard. And as you'll see, it's going a really beautiful creamy color, which what happens with mastica once you start adding ice to it. And then you're going to pour it into your glass. Woo. So 2 ways of doing this. One way is going straight in, bit of a mojito style, get all that glorious stuff in there, and then we're just gonna top it with ice. Option number 2, strain it out for something a tiny little bit fancier. Garnish. Good work, mate. I've got these for you.
This is rough, man.
Mate, for 30 minutes, honestly, on the show, it's gonna be okay. The reason that you do it for so long is to really break the garlic up, and you're almost sweating and cooking it. But the result is worth it. And I think
it smells great.
It smells great. Awesome. It looks almost as good as the one that I do.
So that's something to strive for.
But I brought you a cocktail.
Thank you, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Now, for everyone at home, if you don't have a Morlin pestle, you should. But if you don't, you're more than welcome to use a NutriBullet, a blender. You can even finely dice it and make it into a little sauce. There's no right or wrong way about this, as long as you get your ingredients as small and emulsified as possible.
So in your pack, you will have some broad beans. We've got medium and large. So I've just put them separately. These guys cook really quickly. So what you want to do is separate them just for cooking times. We're looking at about 20 seconds, 40 seconds. Not even enough time to listen to your favorite track, but you know, here we go. And I'm also going to cook my halloumi at the same time. We've just got this pan on going on a low heat. I put in a very generous amount of oil, which we are going to use again for our garnish. Now all I'm doing is moving the oil to see when it's getting quite loose and like a water texture. That means it's very hot. Turning my pan down, I'm going halloumi in. In the meantime, going my big broad beans first.
Oh, I love
The
that.
other ones.
Oh my
That
God,
is
yes.
a nice deep caramelization. And those guys will be ready already. So now we're gonna heat ours in the oven. If you don't have your oven on, that's absolutely fine. You might just wanna cut the halloumi straight down the line and go 2 pieces in the pan. Just gonna take out some of my excess oil. And we're gonna pot these. So using part of your fingernail and strip it a touch, and these guys will just shoot out like that. And I'm gonna bring my butter lettuce across. Lettuce in. A little bit of water straight away. And this is a very quick process. You don't need a lot of water, just because the lettuce is going to let itself out as well. So we're going to go a tiny bit of colour, not much at all. And that's going to just continue cooking through. Toss our broad beans through. I'm going to put that on here.
You're doing a great job, mate.
I'm trying really hard.
Excellent work.
And then we've got our mint, which we've already chopped. very rough. Put this all together. A little bit of dressing. So I'm just gonna grab the halloumi out of the oven. Nice color, feels soft on the inside. Just putting it on the side of the plate. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of this garnish on. Please.
Amazing. So, are we saying that you should eat this before we get to the pasta?
I would definitely get the cocktail ready, get the halloumi ready, eat in the kitchen.
100%.
Don't tell the kids about it.
100%. Love it. It's gonna go well with the cocktail as well. And also, you wanna eat halloumi as soon as you finish cooking halloumi. Oh my God, yes. Awesome. Wow. This is your life, mate. It's good halloumi. Great pairing with the cocktail as well. I don't know about accident, but
The oil,
perfect.
the mastic oil, and then onto that.
Yeah, mate. Mate, this is why I miss restaurants. Now, you've had your entree, cocktail's ready to go. It's now the perfect time to have your main course. I'm hopeful you've got your water with salt already on the boil. We've come to a rolling boil here. Your gila pitas are dried, ready to go for you. You just need to throw them in for 3 minutes. Always with pasta, as soon as it goes in, give it a mix through so nothing sticks together. And now you have around 2 minutes and 45 seconds to enjoy your wine. Have fun. Everyone should really look into Greek style pastas. Crete has a beautiful range of stuffed halloumi style pastas. Mainland Greece uses a lot of different style pastas, especially orzo as well. So really unknown. I know that Italians are the pasta masters in their head, but the Greeks don't do half bad. When you're close to about 3 minutes, take out your pasta, grab a little small one and bite into it. You'll know straight away if there's a little bit of a bite, and that's what you're looking for al dente. You're really close because it's gonna keep cooking as well in the transition over to the bowl. Yeah, it's perfect. Yep, good. Now, when pulling your pasta out, don't stress if you get a little bit of pasta water there. You wanna keep some because it's gonna help emulsify the sauce when we add it in. But pasta water is flavor. The samudaglia, which you have made your other friend or partner make for you, is going to add the sauce in. So thank you very much for doing that for me.
Please tell me I've done a good job.
It's green, it smells delicious. And what you want to do with that hot pasta and that little bit of pasta water, we're just going to emulsify it and get it all together. Because you don't want your pasta sticking, you want a saucy kind of creamy texture. And you're also kind of cooking the sauce a little bit as well, which is quite important because you're really anytime you bring a little bit of heat to a herb or a garlic, you're only gonna get more flavor. And the best part, grab your feta.
It makes it better.
It really does make everything better. If you have a grater, whatever works. I think a microplane is really nice because you get these really nice snowflake effect. And when you get the snowflake effect, you also get to have the feta go to more places. Also, there's no such thing as too much feta. And we have pasta.
Yum.
Mate. So excited. The best part is, if it's wrong, I can blame you on the sauce.
That is delicious.
It's so good.
That was delicious.
It was. It actually was.
Now, that was actually fun.
Yeah,
it felt like service.
It felt like service. It was very close. I'm sure you missed that.
I missed service, missed having people in the restaurant.
Yeah, mate. I feel like we've smashed it. It's been so nice to be in a commercial kitchen, almost cooking for you, almost. Hopefully I'm invited back for a degustation at some point so we can fill this joint out with you beautiful people. Savory done, drinks were done. I didn't organise dessert.
I've got something sweet for you.
Oh, mate, you never let me down. Yes! You know what? Double parked is great, but triple parked is better.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, mate. This is really good.
Jump.